Hello, and thank you everyone for your attention. We are a group of students from the University of Kentucky, and today we are going to be talking about the topics of the Internet and today's technology. More specifically, we will be covering the topic of personal privacy through the use of the Internet and today's technology. I would be willing to bet that most of you watching this video have a smartphone or a computer, and that you have also connected to a Wi-Fi network with one of those devices. I would also be willing to bet that your Internet usage has been tracked at some point by either an Internet company or perhaps even the federal government. This is a clear invasion of privacy. Through the advances of technology, privacy has been a main concern attacked by companies. They are allowed to view our everyday lives through policies set by the government. Money is a main player in allowing companies to overshadow consumers through Wi-Fi tracking, job employment, and even the Internet in general. With all of these advances, we have lost our privacy, and we need to fight to gain it back. Now, before we go into detail, I would like to introduce each speaker and their corresponding topic. First, we will have Joanna, who will be covering the topic of how social media privacy is being invaded by employers and how policies are limiting social freedoms. Second, we will have Andrew, who will be covering the topic of Internet neutrality. Lastly, we will have Grace, who will be covering the topic of Wi-Fi tracking over unsecured Wi-Fi hotspots, particularly those found in airports. Although these topics connect in a number of ways, we will be focusing on how they connect through privacy. Now that we have introduced each speaker and their corresponding topic, I would like to hand it off to Joanna, who will give more details on her topic.
Today, I will be talking about how privacy is being invaded in the workplace. This is being done through social media accounts. In today's times, employers have been known to look at social media accounts before hiring somebody. In a survey of 2,000 managers, 35% said that they did not hire somebody based on what they found on their social media accounts. When you're hired at a job, they can also ask for passwords to your social media account so that they can log onto your pages and look at them whenever they want. These are both invasions of privacy. Your own social media account should not affect your chance of getting a job, and employers should not be allowed to log onto your accounts and look at your personal private messages. One reason we're talking about this to this specific age group is because 82% of people ages 18 through 29 have at least one social media account, and many more probably have more than that. In order for this privacy invasion to be resolved, rules will have to be put into place that prevent employers from asking for social media passwords. Facebook is already fighting employers on this, saying that it goes against their terms and conditions. Statewide or nationwide policies will have to go into place that prevent these invasions from happening. Another way that this problem could be resolved is if young adults decide to delete their social media accounts. That way employers won't have to ask for passwords because there will be no accounts that they would need to check. The topics of net neutrality and Wi-Fi tracking connect to this because in all of these situations, privacy is being invaded through technology and through the Internet. Now that I've finished talking about my topic, I will hand it off to Andrew, who will be talking about net neutrality.
Are you aware of this idea of network neutrality or of what is happening in the Supreme Courts over the Internet? Chances are you haven't heard of this. Network neutrality is a term coined up by the Federal Communications Commission. This is the same federal organization that sets the regulations on TV and radio. They are fighting for the right to also set regulations on the Internet to prevent the discrimination of data. They argue this discrimination will be imposed by telecommunication companies such as Verizon and Comcast against users of the Internet to charge microtransactions for sites like Google and Facebook. While this is not truly the case, they make a sound argument, huh? Why not let them regulate the Internet like they have the TV or radio? Let them protect the users of the Internet. But with every solution, there comes a problem. The issue is that the Internet is supposed to be a free web of data for all to access at any point in time. While the government already databanks those who search key terms, allowing the government to regulate the Internet will further enhance their ability to spy on us. This solution leads to the loss of personal privacy. The FCC will be able to track data usage and know exactly what information one has been looking at, whether that be clothing, jobs, social media, or any other set of information. Well, let's keep the Internet the way you say it is. Then those telecommunication companies such as the FCC has been fighting keep the right to charge those microtransactions. While these companies say they will use them to charge larger companies for bandwidth and internet speed, they have the choice to charge individual users for the same. This allows the companies to know exactly what you can have as well as letting them know what you already have access to. The sword is double-bladed with the current argument. Now don't fret. We can still fight for personal freedom when it comes to the internet as a whole, going to our state representatives and asking them to fight for personal freedom and privacy of the individual user. Get the larger companies to set regulations to protect their customers, and if all else fails, don't support those companies. Go to smaller, locally known ones for the internet. As a group, we can fight for our personal privacy, at least when it comes to internet and data. These issues of privacy stem even deeper than the internet and social media, and they go as far as tracking through Wi-Fi and Bluetooth. Here's Grace to explain how we are losing our privacy in this case.
My topic is Wi-Fi trafficking. For those of you who do not know what this is, it is the screening of metadata that is created through the use of public Wi-Fi, which can include internet use, text messages, phone calls, and any other application for technology that has Wi-Fi capabilities. The major debate on privacy is for the people. Many people are concerned with allowing the government to monitor Wi-Fi traffic because the content of the data violates the Fourth Amendment of the right to privacy. Possible solutions to this concern is revising the Fourth Amendment's clause to stretch privacy to new technologies, limiting the amount of information available. Also, more direct solutions is turning off Wi-Fi capabilities to public networks and turning off Bluetooth so that other devices cannot access information. As well as net neutrality and technology in the workplace, people's personal freedoms are being violated through the monitoring of cell phone data. And now Tyler will wrap it up for us.
As the internet and technology has advanced, our privacy has been slowly fading away. Although some companies claim that they only collect your data to give you more personalized experience, if the federal government wanted the data, the company would be required to hand it over. Throughout each topic, it has been shown that privacy is the main concern. Whether it be government tracking your cell phone data, or an employer making unfair rules regarding social media accounts, privacy is still the main issue at hand. Google's own executive chairman, Eric Schmidt, has stated, "You have to fight for your right to privacy or you will lose it. Whenever there is a conflict, the logic of security will trump the right to privacy." Although he was referring specifically to the government in this case, the same concept can be applied to any entity capable of invading your privacy. And so, in conclusion, if you want to retain your privacy, fight for rules and regulations to ensure it. Thank you all for your attention.